Hey now, hey, it's your girl Purposely Abstract Art, and this day 2 of my first big art show. Oh no, my neighbor, she just knocked over a bunch of stuff. She had a kid come in and knock over some stuff yesterday, knock over a rack, and I'll take you over and show you some of her stuff. But anyway, hey, I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. I'm so tired. A lot goes into stuff like this, a lot. So I'm tired. I had to get prayed up on my way here, but I'm super excited. I'm grateful for the opportunity. This is yesterday it was constantly people coming, constantly. Some people started even earlier than, let me see what time it is. It's 9:49. It opens at 10. We had people, already come through ancients. One of the ladies who's been in it she said this is her 3rd year. She said usually people are lined up to get in, so I guess those were they got in, and they were it was all right, but it was just the excitement. I had my aunt here most of the day yesterday. She came in on Friday, helped me get set up. Saturday she was here before I was, opening up my tent, because she was just as excited as I was. It's awesome, family. If you have family that supports you, it is amazing. And in my family, they definitely support me. And they've already wished me well and blessings and all that good stuff, good vibes for today. So I'm excited for today. The one thing I didn't expect, I've done vendor events selling other things, like little paint kits. And you're up and you're engaging in people. Come on in, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. But here's a little different. I think you're supposed to kind of sit back and people just kind of look at your things. And so I did a lot of sitting, and that was a struggle for me, because I had one of my coworkers, I had invited my coworker. She came up and I was sitting in the chair asleep. She was like, wake up. She didn't say wake up, but it just threw me off. But it's exciting. It's exciting. But I don't know. You guys have to let me know if you want me to go into detail about everything that I did and purchased to get set up, because it's very expensive for the right kind of equipment. And this was my first one. It's not something I do all the time, so I didn't want to invest in that amount of money to set up for it, because my art, it is abstract. It's amazing. I love it, and I have some people who love it as well. But there's more non-lovers than it is lovers. So I don't do a lot of the benefits. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn around, and you guys, I'll talk about my tent. Okay, hold on. All right, first I had because I teach a pour painting class at one of the local art stores, and then even teaching in my studio, I make examples. So I use 8x10s, so it's a little bit harder to I never really think about selling those. So they were accumulating. So I saw Molly's artistry, awesome, shout out to Molly, that she was matting her pieces, and I didn't mat the same size she did, but I matted some of my pieces from me experimenting. And these are bought different color, one with various color boxes of a box of various color mattings, and I also bought some white ones, but I bought the color ones first, and I sent all of these to my aunt. She took them home, and she went through, because she has a good eye. Just like I said, I'll show you that she also talked about, she was the one who organized how my paintings were hung in the studio, in my tent, to be appealing. So I gave her these paintings and matting, and she did encourage me. She said, hey, I need some white ones, because some of them, she said, the colors will take away from the painting, the color matting. So I got that for her. So these are some of the ones, and they turn out amazing. I love them. When she gave them back to me, I sat and I looked through them several times, because I was so excited about how great they look. And some mattings that I would never put together with what I had with the painting. So I'm just grateful that she has that eye. It's my grandmother's eye, and I didn't get it. Her eye for fashion and style. And then these have these standing up. just to give them idea, because I think because I have them laying down like this, people think that they're supposed to be laying down. I'm sorry, they're supposed to be hung horizontal rather than vertical. It's abstract. You can hang it any which way you like. So, and I mean, it just adds to the painting, I think, because they're 8 by 10s. Now they're 11 by 14 if you were to purchase. This is, I did a ribbon pour, and then I took silicone and kind of experimented on that. So yeah, just me going live and playing around. So let's just take a look at what I have. This is day 2, like I said. I've actually sewed 2 of these matted pieces. I think I might have sewed 3, but no more than 3. So see that brown, it goes so well with that. And there was another brown one, I don't know, but I was going to show you where actually the paint got muddied and it was brown and it matched perfectly with the brown matting. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I mean, some of the paintings, was cool. It was just, like I said, it was just examples to show people how to paint. But after they got matted, it's like, oh, wow, just amazing. So that was exciting. That one, the white. And I can't lie, I think this is not even one of mine. I think this is one of my students who left it at the studio. So, but I did make sure the rest of them were mine. I flipped that around. It could go either way, but I don't know. I wish I could find one. Oh, this one right here. I think this one is kind of muddied. And so, but that brown with the muddied sections made it pretty cool. And those are my matted pieces. Okay. All right. So I went back and forth how I wanted to display the pricing. So I created a number system, and then I printed them off, and then I decided then I said, well, then when I went through and was doing the price tags, I was like, oh, I'll just put the price tags on the painting. So as you can see, I went with numbering each piece, and then just putting these little push pins here to match the painting with the price and the dimensions of the painting. And I also created a list, a paper copy, a list, and I'll be able to go ahead and add my things to my website. Yes. So there you go. Some of them, they love the dancing ladies. Super cute. And let me say how much they love that koi fish, right? I think it's the bright colors. And of course they love that one as well, the jellyfish. And the way we hung them, my aunt, she put some in the corner there, which was pretty cool, just to try to get as many up hung as I could. I didn't have everything hung, but all the big ones were hung. It's just smaller ones that didn't hang. The first thing most people notice when they walk past my tent is the butterfly. And to be truthful, I painted it a year and a half ago, and I wasn't real crazy about it, so it's been on the shelf. And so one of my cousins, she has a great eye for style as well. I invite her over, and she was to pick out which paintings I was going to hang. And this is one. She was like, oh yeah, no, hang it. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. So I did a few touch-ups with it. I took some orange and kind of blended it around the sides here. I don't know if you guys can see, I took and did a spiral up the body. I think that's what threw it for me. I didn't like it because it was entirely no paint brushes, just the pour painting. Then I went through and painted darker on top of there, which took the focus off the spiral part. It brought it back. So, but anyway, I took that away. And this is entirely pour. Just like I said, I only put the paintbrush on it at the end to kind of take that away. But that's the first thing people notice and love. I'll show you the second one next. But they really love this queen, this goddess. I put some earrings on her. So super cute yellow. I call her Sunshine, and I don't know, you guys might not know the reference, but there was a Harlem Nights movie, and there was a woman dressed in yellow, and her name was Sunshine. So I named her. She has a really long title. Her name is Sunshine. Let me speak to your mama. Look here, I ain't never coming home. And you could only get that if you watch that movie Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy and I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so gorgeous, and the people love the afro, of course. And this one, if you guys see my three ladies, I haven't done three ladies in a really long time, so this painting is really old as well. But my intentions were for them to be three ladies, but I turned it upside down. It kind of looks like a face, like a fox face or something like that. So I went with it. This one, I did this one for City Hall. They have a exhibit once a year, and I put that up. It didn't make it. Actually, none of my pieces have ever made it for City Hall. But I was looking at it, and I was like, let me throw her in there. And people love that I threw that in there. But yeah, fun, super cute. And like I said, my three ladies, one painter came in. One guy came in, and he actually bought a painting, and he talked about an opera, a 6-hour opera, and it's 9 hour, 3 hour something. It's really long. It's different parts. And then at the beginning of the opera, these three ladies that are supposed to be like mermaids or urchins or whatever. And this is what I wrote down what he said so I can look it up later. But this one is what this reminded him of, and he talked about that. So there you go. Hi. Yeah. Well, this is the same, from yesterday.
Why didn't you get to come down yesterday?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I love the splatters with the dresses. Oh
yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was just saying that one of the guys came in. He was talking about an opera that's like 6 or 9 hours long, and whatever it is, in the beginning there's these sea urchins or mermaids or something, and that's what he thought of as three of them. So that's what he thought of on that one. So I'm back. That was one of the other artists. She's awesome. That's the one I've been asking. I didn't even think about it. I wish I had contacted her before getting ready for it. I think I might have would have saved some. I'm not sure, but anyway, that one, that butterfly, I wasn't crazy. My cousin, she was like, but I did do some extra things to try to, because the back was so dark and whatever. I guess it just depends. Almost like the wings are glowing. But now this one actually has been selected. It's been on display before. I won't say one of mine, but I've entered this into an exhibit, and it actually not won, but it was accepted into an exhibit. So this one is fun. If you know anything about, anyway, I painted the background, hand painted with a paintbrush, and then used my dust pan to kind of string that paint around. And then of course, they love this lady down here. She's awesome. I got one that kind of fell. I'm gonna fix that in just a minute. But let me tell you about this one. This one, I will say, it's not Rensko. Who is it? Olga Sobey. She did this paint. It was amazing, and I tried to emulate her. And mine's, don't get me wrong, no way it doesn't compare at all to hers, but it turned out amazing. I'm so excited. And this was actually this is one of the favorites as well. People come in. Butterfly number 1. This one's number 2. And then they love that one as well. But those are the favorites. That one. And she's a favorite too. But in rank, if people notice and say something, is 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys. I always have some jewelry on sale because I've watched so many videos about setting up your booth, and they definitely said you want to have some different price points. If people can't buy a piece of art from you, a large piece, they'll buy a small piece. And so the most popular necklace are these little starbursts. So I will always grab, in blue is the most popular. I will always grab these starbursts and have those available. And surprisingly, the butterflies are not. Maybe I should do the butterflies in a different color and maybe see how many I'll sell of the butterflies. But I haven't sold very many of the butterflies at all. Earrings are popular. Sold several pairs of earrings. And I started these bracelets. I wasn't for sure how I felt about the bracelets, and I sold one bracelet. So, and they look a little kind of inexpensive. I'm not gonna say the word I want to say, but anyway, there is my setup, and I want to talk about the. I'm not gonna talk about long because people are starting to through, and I do have a few things I need to set up, but the tarps, these tarps, guys, I bought them. You know, there's these special certain tarps that people use from a company that sells them for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And again, it's my first one. I didn't want to go there and pay that money. So I bought these tarps, heavy duty tarps, and just kind of hang. And it does pull apart a little bit when there's weight on the butt separating, but I don't care. It worked out great. It's perfect. And I'm probably sure I can get lots and lots and years of use out of that. But guys, if you have any questions about, if you're getting ready to do a show for yourself, you have any questions you want to ask me, please do so. Let me see. All right, so there you have it, guys. I'm not gonna be able to walk around and show you much of anything, but I can turn it around and do just a quick scan of what everybody is doing. And I wanted to sell coasters. I'm glad I didn't. She had some in hers. Super cute. Different colors. Okay. There's my booth. It's so many booths. This is not set up to like, you can see everything. It's like a zigzag going in and out. See, this is some of the ones the lady sold. The one hers. Look over. Isn't that so cute? She goes kind of like thrifting and finds little toys that are classics and makes them into super cute. Isn't that cute? And guys, the vendor who's been killing it is this guy right here. He's killing it as far as sales. He's killing it. People love his booth. That's so exciting. But like I said, it zigzags. I couldn't walk through and show you guys everything. If you like, I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky, and where I'm at the bridge, you can see the bridge because there's the water. You can't see it back there, but there's the water. See some people looking at the jewelry. Like I said, it's a great price point. Not too bad, but it was a great day. We thought it was going to rain Friday when we set it up. It didn't, but it rained when we first got here yesterday. But it's been fun. I'm so excited, guys. If you have any questions about my setup, whatever, about this, about that, or whatever, I spent way too much money. Just ask me, and I'll let you know. All right, guys. Deuces.